The Gate of Elidinis. Here we go with this new skilling boss. This is just from my few hours testing on this boss. I don't have the meta best in-slot gear for this one. When I started this boss, I was actually in full combat gear, which is obviously wrong as it's a skilling boss. Anyway, I'll go through my gear setup and the strategies I'm using, and my boss times seem to get lower as I went along, so that's good. This is actually a really fun boss once you get used to its cycles. For the gear, wear your best mining outfit for this one. Magic Golem if you have it. Best pick you have, I'm still using the Primal Pickaxe +5. I found also that the Ring of Death can be quite useful if you don't avoid one of those massive attacks. Then you have to heal like crazy to get back into it, but it does save you from dying. Also the Brooch of the Gods and Grace of the Elves is nice. For the aura, use the Mining aura if you have it, as you really just want to be mining as efficient as possible for this boss. Then just use the Lava Titan or Gargoyle Familiar. I didn't use either of these while I was training on this one, so my times are probably better if I did. Strategy. I'll walk you through one of my later runs. I saw some people walking around wars saying they were getting sub 3 or mid 3 minute runs on this one already. They must have really good gear or skills. I seem to be getting around 6 minutes, starting from 9 when I had no clue, but it drops down as you practice more and get used to it. As soon as you start this fight, just start mining this here right on the edge. Then once the ores are spit out, you can start transmuting them. The ones closer up to the boss are actually better than the ones far back, like the one I'm doing here. They take longer to transmute and they do provide a lot more ores. Now for some reason I activated the button early before I actually had any ores, and then I don't think I could make it up there on time. So usually you'll wait until you've got enough ores, then you'll hit the button, jump on those platforms and hit the boss with as many ores as you can. This one I kind of freaked out and then rushed back to the platform to try not get hit, but it worked out in the end. I think while you're sitting in that green circle, it's fine just to transmute the one that's right there. Try and get a couple of ores while you're sitting there. But really you should probably be aiming for the ones up the front, as they do give a lot more. Also apparently if you are back behind this barrier, you will take a lot less damage from this hit right here. So I probably should also be repairing those barriers up the front. You can kind of do that just before you activate the button to hit the boss. The more ores you have, the more damage you will do as you jump. And then surge back to this green area to re-heal, and then while you're there, grab some more ores from this one. So with these top ones, they do take a lot more time actually to activate, and there is also a spot on the floor here that you have to avoid, and if it hits you, I think it one hits you, unless you got the Ring of Death, and then it one hits you and then you have to heal like crazy. So just keep avoiding that and then transmute, and then this one you also have to avoid. You can use escape for this one, you can kind of hit it, and then when it comes back, press escape to jump backwards. But yeah, you can see the ores are filling up. I just hit the action button all the time, I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that or not. And then jump on those 4 pillars and then hit the boss as fast as you can to do as much damage as you can. Then click the mini-map and double surge if you can back to this green circle again, and then we repeat. And I'll go back to that main ore over there and see how much is left in that. And then we'll do the next one on. I think one of those cats was healing actually then. If you see the cats, just hit them or click on them twice and that usually gets rid of them. Now we try and transmute this one. Just get as many ores as you can. Usually go 4 or 5 or 6 and then press the action button every time it's up. And then just try and get more ores while these pillars are appearing. And then jump on the pillars as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then jump the boss. And then surge back to the green circle again. And then hang out here for the attack. And then just try and get as many more ores as you can. And this one, hopefully, should be... Oh no, and then we have to go and get another one. Because we probably need more for another 20k damage. I think to avoid this big hit, you can actually move down and avoid those barriers as well. Not avoid the barriers. You can move down past the barriers. So then when she does that 6k hit, it actually is reduced quite a bit. If you've been repairing your barriers. Hopefully this will be enough. We've already hit the action button. Got a big hit there. And now we'll jump up and that should be the end. Just click them as fast as you can, those agility barriers. And that is it. $1.2 mil, not bad. So the loot from this boss seems fairly decent. From my 10 of these fights, I ended up with about 10 million worth of loot. So that is the new skilling boss. I like it. It's a bit challenging and still fun. Decent loot and a nice change, really. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll leave you here with another one of my fights, if you want to keep watching.
giving me wind and rain.